Usual auction of vehicles to raise funds for the Jammeh Foundation for Peace. The men and women who endured a 7,200-kilometer journey from Antwerp in Belgium were treated to a reception by the Jammeh Foundation for Peace. Rohi Bite has more.
In the wilderness en route to the smiling coast of Africa, 54 personnel of Antwerp-Banjul Challenge finally drove into Gambian soil for the usual Jammeh Foundation-led vehicles auction set to be held soon at the Independence Stadium in Bakau. Following their arrival, these men and women from the Netherlands and Belgium who ventured on this risky voyage were hosted to a reception by Jammeh Foundation for Peace as a way of welcoming and recognizing the support they rendered to Gambians over the years.
We want to apologize to the team for the difficulty you've encountered during your journey from Morocco to Banjul. But we all know that you have the passion and conviction to give to humanity. Only God will reward you for that.
The partnership began several years ago and has built strong ties between Jammeh Foundation for Peace and Antwerp-Banjul Challenge, which generated funds for the improvement of both philanthropic institutions.
The people of this country actually appreciate the challenge contribution to the social development of this country.
Flying over 7,200 kilometers from Antwerp in Belgium to the Gambia with 56 personnel and 24 vehicles, these adventurers this year reportedly destroyed vehicles, something that is unprecedented.
This year is 2013, and as you know, 13 is a special year, and we have a lot of problems on the road. It starts in Morocco. We have to pay 800 euro to cross the border with the ambulance. Also, we lost 4 cars in accidents and broken engines.
These unfortunate incidents, however, did not deepen the spirit of the challengers, who felt it was appealing and worthwhile.
It was undescribable. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I sometimes cried, so beautiful it was. It was very hard, because in Holland we have everything, and during the trip we didn't have anything.
They were accorded a red carpet treatment as they wine and dine to celebrate another landmark achievement, which was accomplished with thanks to teamwork and perseverance. The vehicles would soon be auctioned at the Independence Stadium in Bakau at affordable prices, and proceeds would be used to sponsor Jammeh Foundation for Peace projects. Rohi Bite, Grts News.
We will be back with news from outside the Gambia after this break. Welcome back. In Kenya, the investigation into the perpetrators of the Nairobi mall attack last month, which left some 67 people dead. At the time, there were reports of a white woman among the terrorists that stormed the shopping center. That has led to speculation that she may have been British-born Samantha Leworthy, known as the White Widow. CNN senior international correspondent Nick Robertson is on the trail of the so-called White Widow.
Is this the lady who lived in the apartment here?
Yeah, she's the one.
You recognize her?
Yeah.
Samantha Lewthwaite, a.k.a. the White Widow, here on a fake passport seized by police in a raid 2 years ago. She's the world's most wanted female terror suspect. Once married to London 7/7 suicide bomber Jermaine Lindsay, suspect of involvement in terror attacks in Kenya dating back to 2011. On the run from Interpol, her building manager wants his identity withheld, explains how she hid.
She can give me a number in the morning at 8. At 9, if I call her, she has changed another line.
Really?
At 10 or 11, another line. At 4, another line. So
lots of phone lines. Identical to this apartment, just feet from hers. The building manager says she shared the 100 square meters of upmarket living space, cost about $1,000 a month, with 4 children and a man he believes was her husband. They arrived February 2011 and were anything but normal. Luthwaite would spend many hours in the local mall and the Nakamat department store, where he would sometimes go with the family.
By the time she was going to Nakamat, she can stay there for 3 hours, 4 hours, then she come back.
So she would go to Nakamat for 3 or 4 hours and sit there and watch who was coming and who was going?
She was going to work in Nakamat. Sometimes children breaks things, she pays. Then she goes to saloon, then she come back.
So she spent a lot of the time she spent here was keeping watch on Nakamat.
Yeah.
See who was going, who was shopping.
Yeah.
From her balcony, she could see directly to the shopping center that she was spying on. This is a middle-class neighborhood where a white woman like her really wouldn't look out of place. The mall, known locally as Junction Mall, is popular, particularly with affluent expats, just like its larger companion mall, Westgate, targeted by terrorists last month. In that attack, these Islamist terrorist gunmen let victims go if they were Muslim. The building manager now sees a chilling connection. He says Luthwaite's husband asked him to spy at the mall, find out who is Muslim.
Still asking me, can you monitor the people who are coming this Nakamat? Are they Muslims or Wazungus or other tribes in Kenya? Can you tell me which people are coming, very many in number?
So he wants to know if there are a lot of Muslims going to that or not. Authorities believe the Junction Mall was a potential terror target and have investigated, though they haven't named Luthwaite as a suspect in the case. Still, as they search the ashes at the nearby Westgate Mall, many Kenyans are asking, did she have a role there? Where she is now, no one knows. She fled the apartment in a hurry, August 2011.
We'll now take our second break, and sport is next. Welcome back. Racism in sports has again reared its ugly head, this time at football in Moscow on Wednesday. Crowds there shouted monkey chants at Man City midfielder Yaya Toure, who hails from Ivory Coast. Toure has said that he is furious and has urged UEFA to take strong action. Let's look at this report by CNN's Phil Black.
The stadium behind me is still under construction, but in just a few months it's going to welcome the world when it hosts the opening ceremony to the Sochi Winter Olympics. It will also be a match venue during the 2018 Football World Cup. The Russian government has spent a lot of effort and money attracting the world's greatest sporting events, the greatest athletes here. So this latest allegation of racial abuse against a football player will not be welcome news. Manchester City's Yaya Toure is African Player of the Year. He is one of the world's most respected players, and he says he was subjected to monkey chanting during Wednesday's match against CSKA Moscow. He's furious. He wants the Russian club stadium closed for years as punishment. Manchester City is lodging a formal complaint with the sport's European governing body, but UEFA says it will not comment until an investigation is finished. This is not the first high-profile example of racism on the pitch in this country. In the past, other players have complained about abuse and even having bananas thrown at them. Fans from some clubs, like Zenit St. Petersburg, have a reputation as repeat offenders. Sporting officials here in the past have played down the issue of racism in football, saying it is not just a problem in Russia. But anti-racism campaigners say Russia has a lot of work to do, educating its fans about appropriate